The United Auto Workers threatening to expand its strike against Detroit's Big Three unless it sees major progress in contract negotiations by tomorrow. The strike, now in its 7th day, is also emerging as the latest battleground in the race for the White House. NewsNation's Robert Sherman joins us live. And Robert, former President Trump is clearly making a play for union voters, many of whom have traditionally voted for Democrats.
Yeah, things are about to get very interesting here, Nick, with the former president saying he intends to be in Michigan next week for this issue here. Potentially a watershed moment in this race as the crosshairs of the political universe really focus on this strike. The former president has tiptoed around this issue so far for the most part, keeping a lot of his points a bit close to the vest. But he did say this at his rally in Iowa last night. Take a listen.
I will cancel Joe Biden's preposterous electric vehicle mandate. There will be no forced transition to all electric cars.
Now, that is significant because electric vehicles are a big concern UAW workers have as they hope to put themselves in a position to preserve their jobs. So it's interesting to note here, Nick, that when you dive into the politics of all this, a new poll from Emerson College finds a plurality of Americans do support the UAW workers as opposed to the companies. For Democrats, a majority of them seem to be in support of the workers. Independents lean that way as well. Republicans, pretty split in terms of their support, about half saying that they support the workers, half saying they support the auto manufacturing companies. So how does this all play into 2024? Well, you take a look at the state of Michigan. That is a state that could very easily tip the scale in the Electoral College and determines who goes to the White House. Look at that, neck and neck in a hypothetical matchup between President Biden and former President Trump. That's the Real Clear Politics average of polls. Every one of those individual polls has the race within the margin of error. So it's important to note here, Nick, is that the UAW leadership, they have not endorsed President Biden yet, but they've also been critical of former President Trump, saying the billionaire class is the antithesis of what they're standing for here. Nevertheless, the former president says he will be in Michigan next week. President Biden, no plans to be on the ground in Michigan yet, but some Democrats in Michigan strongly urging him to reconsider that choice in order to not get beaten to the punch here.
Yeah,
Nick.
and in the meantime, we've seen him send several surrogates, both Mr. Trump and Mr. Biden, clearly understanding the value in being in Michigan. Robert, one more question for you. The former president is opting to skip the second presidential debate and appear in Michigan. He skipped the first one as well. Have these choices had an impact on his campaign so far that you're seeing?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a mixed bag when we've taken a look at all the polling data that's out there. Some have shown marginal increases for the former president. Some have shown marginal decreases for the former president. What is clear is that making that choice to skip the first debate has not put a serious dent into his campaign so far. And talking with members of his campaign staff yesterday, they said their plan for the foreseeable future is to continue this trend of skipping the debates and focusing on a lot of this counter-programming that you're seeing, Michigan being just the latest example.
And that counter-programming seems to be working. Robert Sherman live for us this afternoon. Robert, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.